the Xavier University Television Studio, this is Xavier News. Your campus, your region, your world. This is Xavier News.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is November 22nd. My name is Dylan Grinko.
And my name is Owen Gorsuch. Welcome back to Xavier News.
Xavier's very own Black Student Association is hosting a fashion show right here on campus. This is the real deal of our very own classmates walking the runway after weeks of training, rocking designs from local designers as far as the city of NYC. You'll even have the option to buy the very fashions being promoted at the show. The event takes place in the Cintas Center from 6 to 8:30 p.m. tonight. Tickets are $10 per person, and you can find them on the Campus Groups app. This is an event you don't want to miss.
Last Friday, the U.S. Postal Service provided a preview of its 2025 Forever stamps. Among them is a stamp commemorating television and pop culture icon Betty White. The stamp, which is based off of a 2010 photo of the late actress, has received wide acclaim on social media. Make sure to keep an eye on your local post office for this unique stamp next year.
It's an Attack of the Clones. Last weekend in Chicago, there's a look-alike contest for actor Jeremy Allen White, who stars in the hit TV series The Bear. While many Jeremys entered, only one could remain. That lucky winner was named Ben Shabbat, who won $50 and a pack of cigarettes. Congratulations, Ben. Let's hope this contest was less chaotic than the kitchen from The Bear.
The winter months are just around the corner, and what better way to embrace the new season than with a trifecta of local winter events. North of Cincinnati and Mason, Kings Island's Winterfest will kick off next Friday, featuring live entertainment and tons of activities, including the Winterfest Wonderland Float Parade and ice skating in front of the Eiffel Tower. Over in Avondale, the Cincinnati Zoo sparked its iconic Festival of Lights last night, where visitors can observe over 4 million LED lights as they explore Fiona's Fairyland, roast s'mores, ride the Polo Express train, and of course, see their favorite animals. Lastly, Avondale's restaurant bar, The Acres, is hosting their lighted forest walk through the end of the year, offering a relaxing stroll through a third mile of light displays created by Cincinnati's scene of talented local artists. Muskies, we hope you'll check out these events over your holiday break.
Ohio Goes to the Movies has just dropped their trailer for their signature event of America 250, running from February to October 26. It will be 250 days of Ohio's contributions to the film industry. The trailer features Ohio native Beverly D'Angelo, star of National Lampoon's Vacation. The series will honor Ohio actors such as Paul Newman, Halle Berry, and Janelle Monáe. Even the Warner Brothers themselves will be recognized as Ohioans who have greatly contributed to the film industry.
Trans Day Remembrance is observed on November 20th every year. This monumental day is celebrated to emphasize the importance of transgender people along with their communities. Let us not forget, you are loved and accepted.
Let's take a look at what is everyone's favorite Thanksgiving side.
Good afternoon, fellow Muskies. I'm Tate, and your question of the week is, what is your favorite Thanksgiving side? Hi, we're here with Jordan. What is your favorite Thanksgiving side?
Mac and cheese.
We're here with
Ray Filter.
What is your favorite Thanksgiving side?
I'm gonna have to go with the mashed potatoes and gravy.
Next we have
Dara.
What is your favorite Thanksgiving Day side dish?
So my mom, she cooks these, so she'll get French green beans and then toss them in panko crumbs and then fry them. Yeah, it's really good.
Sounds great. What is your favorite Thanksgiving Day side item?
Side, I would have to say mac and cheese.
Can't go wrong. What is your favorite Thanksgiving side dish?
Dressing.
Solid choice.
I really don't love the sides, but I like the leftover turkey casserole.
Also a great answer. What is your favorite Thanksgiving side?
I like mac and cheese.
It's a solid answer. What is your favorite Thanksgiving Day side dish?
Mac and cheese.
Definitely mashed potatoes.
Love a mashed potato.
I gotta say either the stuffing or the corn.
Great answer. What is your favorite Thanksgiving Day side?
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Solid choice.
And he also does this sweet potato casserole, so he'll put brown sugar and marshmallows, Yeah. So I'm definitely looking forward to these things. Yes.
Thank you so much.
So Dylan, what is your favorite Thanksgiving side?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to go with mac and cheese. What about you?
Okay. Well, for me, it has to be corn casserole. Now, bear with me on this story. A bear with a sweet tooth walked into a candy store in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, looking for free samples. Photos and videos of the bear went viral on social media when workers tried to coax the bear outside by giving it candy. Employees say that the candy bear prefers Hershey's and Charleston Chews. After he had his snack, the Gatlinburg police helped the Bruin go outside the store with no injuries luckily reported.
Xavier University recently announced major changes to their Montessori lab. Xavier is striving to position the school more in line with Xavier's Jesuit values and academic programming. They aim to use evidence-based education with rigorous practices. Special topics like coding and Spanish will also be focused on. With these changes incoming for the next year, parents are beginning to look for other options.
There have been many strange attempts to claim insurance throughout history, but perhaps none have been as creative as what 4 Los Angeles residents were caught doing this past week. These residents were arrested and charged with insurance fraud after apparently using a bear suit to make it seem like their vehicles were damaged by a real animal. The scheme, known as Operation Bear Claw, had consisted of the suspects wearing the bear suit, scratching the insides of the car, and claiming a real bear caused the damage. Unfortunately for their plan, security footage revealed that the bear's movements were not very bear-like, which instigated police to execute a search warrant at the suspect's home, where they eventually found the furry disguise. The suspects are now at risk of spending time behind bars, but hey, you have to respect their creativity.
After an attempted merge with JetBlue failed, Spirit Airlines is now bankrupt. Spirit brought in 10% less profit in comparison to the prior year, perhaps due to higher prices and responses to bankruptcy. Spirit has said operations will continue. Prices will most likely be raised in an attempt to make up for the bankruptcy. The airline market should not be affected, as Spirit occupies a small part of the market.
Have you ever wanted to retreat off campus and emerge from the bottom as a fully fledged leader on Xavier's campus? Well, applications are open, and it's about time you filled yours out. Please do not hesitate to reach out to the OSI should you have any questions.
OSI's Food Truck Friday is once again back this week, featuring Davis Cookie Collection from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. outside the GSC by the Scales of Justice. Make sure to stop by and try a treat from this local Cincinnati vendor while supplies last.
That's all from the news desk. If you're staying close to campus or going back home, have an amazing Thanksgiving break, everyone.
We'll be right back with our pop culture after this short video.
Hello. Thank you for joining us today, and enjoy Janitor's Closet.
Xavier Theater Student Showcase is a fully run student production, which means that students do all the lights, they do all the sound, they do all the costumes, and the shows are student directed. My name is Reese Niederhausen. I'm a theater education major, and I am the playwright for Janitor's Closet. Janitor's Closet follows the story of 3 central characters, those being Ethan, Allie, and Jack, as they kind of struggle their way through the American high school system. I wouldn't say I collaborate with the tech team pretty necessarily, because once the show is out of my hands as the playwright, once the script is done, it gets passed off to the director. In this case was Tate Clemens, so she was actually the one who really collaborated with the tech team to really decide what the sound should be, what the light should be, what the scenic design really looks like.
My name is Mia Diacenzo. I'm 20 years old. I'm a junior theater education major, and I'm the light designer for Janitor's Closet. I have not done any light design before. I was inspired to start working with light design because I want to teach theater and I want to know about all the different aspects of theater, and so I was really interested in learning how to design, where to hang the lights, how to get electricity to all the lights, how to get data to all the lights and get them to communicate with the board, and then learn how to program things. I feel like that's a really important part of tech theater and something that I am very excited to be walking away from this experience feeling confident in.
So my name is Rhea Franklin. I'm a sophomore. My major is theater and digital media, And then my role in Janitor's Closet is I'm a sound designer. Every time I go to like plays or like watch movies, I don't know, it's just a thing. I always listen for like the sounds, like the music, the soundtracks that they use. And like I was like, I love being a part of that, or like being the person who like created this whole thing, you know, that added like this musical element, you know, to the production. So the process for sound designing for me is obviously I read the script and like a sound designer mind. So I look at what the playwright wrote, like where the sound is, just like little things like that, like if a door is opening, and like in Janitor's Closet, when the door opens and they're out of school, there's going to be people talking behind them. Just little things like that that you like wouldn't think of if you're just reading the play. And so then I go through my playlist and I just listen to music and I see, oh, this song makes me feel how this scene made me feel. So I think it would be like a nice transition to the next one.
My name is Hannah Barbie. I'm 20 years old. I'm a sophomore theater education major and I'm the stage manager on Janitor's Closet. My day-to-day tasks include rehearsal reports, which is a report of every rehearsal in a nutshell, and that includes like notes to designers, so I facilitate communication between the director and the designers. I also am in charge of tracking attendance, making sure that everyone is there when they're supposed to be here, and just dealing with all the necessary paperwork. Once we reach tech and performances, my responsibilities shift from tracking into actually creating the show. My responsibilities shift into what we would call calling a show. Calling a show means that I work with lighting and sound to make sure that each aspect of light and sound enter the production when they're supposed to.
I am so proud of the end product and I hope you come see it.
Welcome back, Musketeers. My name is Rhea Franklin.
And I am Jane Reyes. Welcome back to Pop Culture. Let's start off with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson's fight. Absolute snore fest, you know, just truly terrible for the sport of boxing.
I mean, I'm sure it was just a money grab from, I think Jake Paul was promoting his new deodorant line and Netflix or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, Jake Paul really only won because Mike Tyson is just 60 years old. Can't really do much about that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Netflix entertainment, Cobra Kai came out with a brand new set of episodes, Season 6, Part 2. 5 new episodes, with the episodes coming out last week. They were pretty entertaining. Extremely entertaining, actually.
Wow.
Probably the best I think Cobra Kai has been in a while, with the next 5 episodes supposed to come out February 2025.
I may have to look into that. Well, speaking of new season, Sky Jackson, our Disney star, has entered a new season of her life and just revealed that she was pregnant. And the thing is, the father of the baby name is DeAndre Bergen, known as Yerky, who is from Cincinnati.
What an interesting name.
Yes.
But, you know, speaking of famous Disney stars, Kai Cenat actually on his stream had the Good Luck Charlie cast on there.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, with this month-long stream. I'm pretty sure it's called Mafiathon. Started back in November. He's had some huge guests, and it's really accrued to him being the biggest streamer in the world.
Yeah.
Some of these guests include Serena Williams, Bill Nye, different rappers like Lil Uzi, Glorilla, Quavo. He even had the Jabberwockies on there. Really a wicked stream, to be real.
Yeah, you know, speaking of wicked, we want to look into their premiere from UK, the UK premiere in London. Our first one is Cynthia Erivo. She had on a Chiapelli Haute Couture. It was black and it had a little bit of rose gold in it. I thought that was pretty nice.
Indeed, it looked nice.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande was wearing a Ralph Lauren dress. It was pretty much just all yellow. Really looked nice for her.
It was very fluffy, very like majestic-y, sort of.
And then Jeff Goldblum had a Burberry black coat on with a little bit of feathers on the top.
Yeah, I saw that. Just a little bit of fur.
The feathers really put it all together.
Yeah, and then our last person is Jonathan Bailey, one of my favorite actors from Bridgerton. He had on a Ralph Lauren all-white coat with the underwhite and then black pants. Something classic, something simple.
Of course.
Well, that's all from Who's With Who, Who's Wearing What, and the latest gossip.
Thanks for tuning in, and we will be right back with Mary on weather after this short video by Evan Stadler.
My favorite part of volunteering at staff is getting to come in and spend time with the cats every week. We've all got favorites that we love to see every week, and we love to come in, spend time with them, give them attention, and give them the care and cleaning that they need to stay healthy.
There's the front-facing aspect of what staff does, the obvious housing animals that are in need, ill, abandoned, who have no other resources available to them, who've been forgotten.
Kind of providing that shelter of last resort. Animals will come to staff from other shelters. We provide great care and a loving home for them. Many of them actually get adopted and go home from here. So our typical evening is volunteers. We come in on Friday nights. We'll build up a cart and then go through the rooms that we work on, clean up the litter, change out the water and the food, clean up any messes that the cats have made, and then spend time with the cats. Make sure that everybody seems healthy, seems like their normal selves.
We have a lot of cat volunteers that will take on best friends or buddies. Maybe they came off the street and haven't been around people. Maybe they haven't been around other animals or other cats. A lot of times they're just very timid, very shy, and just need to be brought out of their shell. And so our volunteers will work with each of the cats to help them develop the skills that they need, help them learn that we're friendly and we're not going to hurt them so that they can become competent cats.
But I know that there's also the community activity of like making people aware of this fact that there is a need for spay and neuter policies to be out there, that people need to be cognizant of the animals in their lives that maybe they aren't aware of. You know, it's building awareness of what these animals go through almost unseen and trying to drag that into the light.
This has been Evan with Xavier News.
Hello everyone. My name is Mary Andor, and welcome back to the weekend weather. Alright, all the way over there on Friday, which is today, we have a high of 43 degrees and a low of 32 degrees, and it's going to be cloudy for pretty much the whole day. On Saturday, it's going to be a high of 48 degrees and a low of 40 degrees, and it's going to be once again cloudy. And then on Sunday here, it's going to be cloudy all day, high of 55 degrees and a low of 36 degrees. Break out those winter jackets out now as snow season has started as of yesterday, and we'll be right back with sports with Enzo.
Hey Musketeers, I'm Enzo Mitchell bringing you today's sports report. Let's start with the Cincinnati Bengals, who faced heartbreak in LA this week despite Joe Burrow throwing for 356 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Bengals fell to the Chargers in a nail-biter, 34-27. Wide receiver T. Higgins was on fire, snagging a touchdown and putting up a 100-plus point yard game. Even with the stellar performances, the Bengals couldn't clinch the win. Put on your gear and tune in Sunday as they take on the Steelers at home. The Ohio State will face off against Indiana this weekend after dominating Northwestern last week, 31-7. The number 2 Buckeyes need a win against the number 5 Indiana this Saturday in the shoe to stay at the top of the rankings. OH. XUFTVA had a busy week this week. In men's basketball, they won last Saturday against Wake Forest, 75-60, with junior guard Ryan Conwell scoring 21 points and 4 assists. Our Muskies dominated over Siena on Wednesday, 80-55, with outstanding performances from Zach Fremantle, Davian McKnight, and Ryan Conwell, who leads the team in scoring at 18.8 points per game. The 5-0 Ballers head to sunny Florida Monday to face South Carolina. On the women's side, the Musketeers are on fire, extending their win streak to 3 games. Their latest victory was a hard-fought 45-41 victory against Arkansas. Lauren Christie scored a career-high 18 points, shattering her previous game high of 14 points. Switching courts to tennis, history was made this week as Abby Nugent and Clara Owen became the first Xavier women's players to compete in the NCAA Individual Championships. Facing off against a tough UNC doubles pair in Waco, Texas, they fought hard but fell in a thrilling tiebreaker. Congratulations to both for representing Xavier on such a big stage. Don your all-for-one gear and cheer on the women's volleyball team as they close out their regular season this weekend at Cintas. They'll face Marquette tonight and Creighton on Sunday. And for the final bell, Xavier Club Boxing delivered a clean sweep at their IKF tournament in Fort Wayne. All 5 competitors brought home wins in their bouts. Talk about a knockout weekend. That's it for this week's sports recap. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Enzo, and we'll see you next week with more sports highlights. Flex your axe.